Hello, good morning and Jai Hind बच्चों. In the last class we were discussing about the equity share. Okay, in today's class we will discuss the features of equity share as well as the preference share, difference between equity shares and preference share. Okay, so बच्चा actually equity shareholders are known as main owner of the company. This is the first thing which you kept in your mind. Second one is that equity shareholders do not get any fixed dividend. Just a minute. Yeah. So equity shareholders do not get any fixed dividend but are paid on the basis of earning by the company. Mean what? Like suppose 10% interest. So in every situation the person will get a 10% interest. Whether the profit is low, whether the profit is high, whether loss will be there, then also the person will get a 10% interest because it is pre-decided. Preference shares are also coming with a percentage where the dividend rate is decided 10%, 12%, 13%, whatever. So they will get it, the interest, they will get it interest on debenture with a pre-set rate. They will get it the dividend. What is the meaning of dividend? What is the meaning of dividend, bacha? Return on share. Like suppose we invested the money in bank as a deposit, in saving account, in fixed deposit, in recurring deposit. When we deposit, we are getting something in the return. Like suppose if I deposit 100, I will get it 105. So that 5 rupees is my return, and that is generally known as interest. Similarly, if you invest the money in share and you are getting something, so that return what you're getting something on share is known as dividend. So if somebody asked you that what is the meaning of dividend, a very simple to the point answer, return on share is known as dividend. So bacha, equity shareholder not have any fixed rate of dividend. Generally, after distributing to everyone, after deducting all expenses, whatsoever is remain, that is only distributed in equity shareholder. So sometime when the profit is low, they are getting low dividend. But when profit is huge amount, after deducting all things, the huge profit is remain. So bacha, they will get it the huge amount of dividend. Getting my point? This is what bacha, the equity shareholder feature. Okay? Achha. They are referred to as residual owners since they receive what is left after all other claim, which I already discussed with you, on the company's income and assets had been settled. Okay, so how the equity shareholder will get it the amount? Suppose the company is going to wind up, a company is going to close. So when equity shareholder will get it the amount? At last, after settling everything, whatsoever is remain, that all will be transferred to equity shareholder. Okay. Achha. Equity shareholders is known as more risky. Why? Because this is also a very important question. Why equity shareholder is a more risky investment? Because when the loss will be there, you will not get it anything. When the profit will be there, you will get it anything. And when huge profit will be there, you will get it huge amount. When low profit is there, you will get it low amount. That's why a lot of uncertainty is there in the dividend of share, equity share. And this is the reason why we are saying that equity shareholders is more risky investment. Achha, equity shareholder, like suppose we had discussed the partnership, we had discussed the sole proprietorship, where the liabilities are unlimited. What is the meaning of unlimited liability, bacha, already we discussed. Like if the losses of business will not cover from your invested amount in the business, then it will cover from your personal property. Then it will cover from your personal property. Similarly, the liability, the capital which is contributed by shareholder in the company when any losses are there, that will be only covered till the amount of capital what is invested by the shareholder. It means if a shareholder invest 100 rupees, then maximum company can cover the losses from that particular person 100 rupees, whatever the person had invested in the business. Okay, so equity shareholder have the right to vote. What is the meaning of right to vote? Like suppose any decision is there that company want to introduce this particular product, company want to take this particular decision, so equity shareholder will vote in the respect of that. Equity shareholder will vote in the respect of that, and according to given vote by equity shareholder, the decision will be taken. Like suppose 51% or more than 51% shareholder voted in a particular decision in favor, and the rest 49% voted not in the favor, so decision will be taken by the highest vote and it will be applicable. So with the voting rights, the equity shareholders are participating in the management of the company. Getting my point? With the right of vote, the equity shareholders are participating in the management of the company. So these all are the feature of equity share. So in summary, what we can say that equity shareholder have voting rights, equity shareholder having no fixed rate of dividend, equity shareholder will get it at last after distributing, after adjusting everything, whatsoever is remain, that will be transferred to equity shareholder. And the most important, that equity shareholder have not any unlimited liability. Equity shareholders are limited to the amount invested by the equity shareholder. Okay, now some fact about the equity shareholder. The amount what you get it from the equity share is known as share capital. Share capital. Okay, what is share? The total firm capital is divided into a small unit, and that is called share. Like suppose 1 lakh rupees is divided in 100 rupees part, so that 100 rupees part will be considered as share. What is nominal value? Like suppose share written value is 100 rupees, so the written value is known as nominal value, face value, par value. Okay, just like suppose you purchase Uncle Chips. On Uncle Chips MRP 5 rupees. So what is written on the packet of Uncle Chips? 5 rupees. So that 5 will be nominal, face or par value. Okay. Acha, the person who is holding the equity share is known as shareholder. How many types of shares are there? The types of shares are normally in the company in two types: equity shares and preference shares. Equity shares already we discussed in detail. Preference share we will discuss. Okay, and the money which is raised from the equity share, like suppose money raised from equity share means by issuing the equity share, whatever the amount you are getting, that will be equity share capital. That will be equity share capital. And the money which is raised by issue of preference share will call preference share capital. Preference share capital. Okay. So this is something bacha, equity shares and preference share. Okay, now what are the merits what the company can enjoy by issuing the equity shares? But a very important question, what are the merits what a company can enjoy by issuing the equity shares? So the first and most important feature of share for the company, that payment of dividend to equity shareholder is not compulsory. It means if profit is there, then they will issue the dividend. If profit is not there, then it is not compulsory to issue the dividend to the equity shareholder. Next, equity share capital is served as a permanent capital. What is the meaning of permanent capital? You understand, like suppose loan you take it from the bank for 10 years. So after 10 years you have to return the loan to the bank. You take a preference share for 10 years. So after completing the 10 years, either you have to pay back, either you have to convert. But equity capitals are the type of capital which is not need to return during the lifetime of company. When equity share capital will be returned to the person when the company is going to wind up, when the company is going to close, after settling all the claims, if the money is remained, then only the money will be transferred to the equity share capital. Okay, that's why equity share capital is known as permanent capital, because it is remain in the business during the lifetime of the business. Third, fund can be raised through equity issue without creating any charge on the assets of the company. So without keeping any assets, without keeping any security, you can issue the shares as what you want. Okay, so this is something bacha, which is the features or merits of the equity shares. Now we will discuss the meaning of preference share. Look, by the word it is clearly mentioned, it is preference. Pre means advance. So they are getting everything in advance as compared to equity share. If dividend distribution is there, first dividend should be distributed to preference share. If you can say payment of shares will be there, it will be paid before equity share. If settlement is there, it will be settled before equity share. So they are getting the preference. That's why the name is considered as a preference share. So whatever the capital we are getting by preference share, that is known as preference share capital. And what things they are enjoying over the equity share is, number one, receiving a fixed rate of dividend. So their rate is generally not fluctuating. 12% preference share, they will get it the dividend at the rate of 12%. And receiving their capital after the claim of the company creditor have been settled at the time of liquidation. Liquidation means bacha, when the business is going to close, when we are converting everything in cash, that is known as liquidation. So after settling the outside liability, immediately their liability will be settled. Okay, so these all are the things what they are enjoying as a preferential right over the equity shareholder. ठीक है, अब what is the preference shareholder? Some top tips are there. The preference shareholders generally do not enjoy any voting rights. It is written, do not enjoy any voting rights generally. Generally means better. That generally they are not getting any voting rights, as the equity shareholders are getting the voting rights to participate in the management, but they are not getting any voting rights. So when they can get the voting rights, there are certain terms and conditions. Like if company is not getting the profit for the continuous 3 years, so they will get it the voting rights. If suppose preference shareholders, it is mentioned that for the continuous 3 years, if the firm will not earn the profit, so the some rights will be transferred to preference shareholders in the respect of the voting rights also. So they will get the voting rights and doing the participation in the management, but with a certain terms and condition. That's why we are saying generally that preference shareholders not having voting rights and equity shareholders having voting rights in all conditions, whether the profit continues, whether the loss continues. And preference shares resemble debentures as they bear fixed rate of return. So there is a quite similarity between the debentures and the preference shares. Like debentures having the fixed rate of interest and the preference share also having the fixed rate of return. And dividend will also paid back after a certain time, and preference shareholder also paid after a certain time. That's why there are similarity between the preference shares and debentures. Now the features of the preference share. The first feature is there, preference share provided reasonably steady income in the form of fixed rate of return. As we know that in equity share there is no fixed rate of return, so fluctuation can be in any year very low income, in any year very huge income, in any year no income. But in preference share respect, the income is generally the fixed rate of return. Fixed rate of return means, bacha, very simple. The preference shares are getting the fixed rate of return by which there's a less fluctuations. Second is, it does not affect the control of equity shareholders over the management, as preference shareholders don't have voting rights. So if you don't have voting rights, you cannot take the participation in the management, and all the decision will be taken by equity shareholders because they have the voting rights. So the business control is with equity shareholders, not with preference shareholders. Third one is, payment of fixed rate of dividend to preference share may enable a company to declare high rate of dividend for the equity shareholders in good times. In good times means, like suppose a preference shareholders is fixed 10%. Company earn only 15 rupees. Understand this third point, very, very important. But your preference share is having the fixed rate of interest, fixed rate of return 10%. So if company earn only 15 rupees profit, after distributing, after settling everything, the company have the balance amount of profit 15 rupees. So out of 15, 10 rupees will be captured by the preference shareholders. So how much remain for the equity shareholders? Only 5. Good time means, instead of earning 15 rupees, company earn 100 rupees. Now preference shareholder will settle the 10 rupees. Preference shareholder will settle the 10 rupees. How much remain? 90 rupees. Now this whole 90 will be transferred to the equity shareholders. So that is also the feature of preference share, because of a fixed rate of dividend payment, preference shareholders will get it a low rate sometime, and equity shareholders will get all the balance in the form of high rate. Next one is, when it is a form of liquidation of the company, means when the company is closed and company is going to make the payment, preference shareholders will get it the liquidations repayment before equity shareholders. As we know that equity shareholder will get it at the last after settling each and everything. Okay. Next one is different type of preference share. What are the types of preference shares, bacha? Cumulative and non-cumulative, participating and non-participating, convertible and non-convertible. One is secured and non-secured. Acha, cumulative and non-cumulative preference share. Please arrange this particular point as a very important. Sometime it is asked that what is the cumulative preference shares. देखो बच्चा, if suppose company earn the loss, so company will not make the payment of dividend in this particular year because company not have the profit to pay that. So if the cumulative preference share is there, so cumulative preference share have a right that cumulative share preference shareholder will get it the profit of that year also when it is not paid because of any uncertain condition, because of any loss. So whenever in the future business will get the good amount of profit, business have to return that unpaid dividend also in the future year. For making the things easy, I'm just giving an example. Just understand, like in 2016 business not have any profit, so business will not give any dividend to the preference shareholder. But in 2017 business have a huge amount of profit, so business have to pay 2017 dividend as well as 2016 dividend also to the cumulative preference share. So what is cumulative preference shares? The cumulative preference shares are the preference share which will get the unpaid dividend also in the future. Non-cumulative is not have this feature. If they will not get the dividend in any year, that will be not paid back to them in the future. So cumulative is the unpaid dividend will be given in the future. Non-cumulative is the dividend which is already not paid, will not paid in the future also. Participating and non-participating. So by देखो participating and non-participating is very simple बच्चा. Participating preference shares, if business is earning a huge amount of profit, so after a certain limit participating preference share will get the part of profit. That's why the name is participating. After a certain rate, okay, after a certain rate they will get it the profit in the huge amount of the business. Like suppose business earn 2 crore rupees, maybe. Generally business profit is 80 lakh, 90 lakh, 1 crore, but business earn just double. So participating preference share will get it their 10% rate, and in after 10% rate they will get it 2% extra in the huge amount of profit. Non-participating will not getting any rights in the participation in the profit of the company. They will get it their fixed rate of dividend. Convertible and non-convertible. Convertible preference shares are the preference shares which can convert into equity shares after a certain time. Like after 10 years it will be converted from preference share to equity shares. And in the other hand, non-convertible will not converted in equity shares, that will be liquidate. So these are the different type of preference share. Cumulative, where the dividend reserve. Non-cumulative, where the dividend not reserve. Participating, which can participate in the huge amount of profit after a certain limit. Non-participating cannot enjoy the excess profit. Convertible, which can convert in equity shares. Non-convertible, which cannot convert in equity shares. So this much for today. In the next class we will discuss the retained earning, merits and all the other features. Till then, thank you, take care.